Hello, Austin County. Today we are in the living room with Stephen Burnett, and he is the Texas A&M Disaster Assessment and Recovery Specialist. Long name, but he's awesome at what he does. Thank you for coming in with and visiting with us.
Happy to be here.
And this is actually not his first time. He's been here a couple more times, and I had to drag him in by his teeth, but he did it. No. Actually, what he's doing is he's here to talk to us about something that we don't want to think about, which is storm season. And storm season begins when?
May 30th to November the 1st.
Okay, so we are right on it.
Actually, June the 1st.
Well, same thing.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there, exactly. So we're going to talk about some of the things for upcoming hurricane season. And this is your man that knows everything there is to know. And I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to let him do it. But what we're going to talk about is the upcoming hurricane season. Have they said, is it going to look like a good one or a bad one?
There has been nothing put out yet. I'm expecting it over the next couple of weeks. See how many named stores they're predicting. How many majors and minors, It should be out in the next couple of weeks. As soon as I find out, I will let you know. Okay. And so we can get it put out. Yeah. But right now, it's just, I want to make sure everybody's ready.
Yeah. Nobody likes to think about it until it's too late. Yeah. So that brings us to our next topic is how to prepare. Everybody says, oh, no big deal. It'll be no problem. But then a problem arises. So how do we prepare?
Well, I can just go down the list. Make sure you got a plan. Or if you have a plan, make sure it's updated and talk with everybody in the family. Not just you and your wife or you and your girlfriend or whatever. Everybody that lives in the house needs to be part of that plan. Even your children that are, 5 or 6 years old, they need to be part of that plan because they're involved.
Right.
Your kits, go through your kits about every 6 months and make sure that nothing in there is expired, or if it's coming up on expiration, use it and replace it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you for a minute.
Okay.
When you say plan, let's go back to the plan real quick. You're talking about should there be a tornado and the house is destroyed and everybody goes different directions? They need to know, kind of like a fire, where to regroup.
Where to regroup. If mom's in Sealy,
okay,
and dad's in Belleville, where are you going to meet up at?
Okay.
If the kids are in school at the Faith Academy and the rest of the family's in Sealy, where are you going to meet up? Now, I know the school's probably got a plan for all that, but how are you going to regroup and get everybody back together?
Right, and even who's allowed to pick up the kids?
Yeah,
and
who's
all
allowed,
that kind of
and that all should be at the school and everything already. But what are you going to do if your house does get destroyed? Do you have a plan for that?
Right.
And that needs to be in that plan that for all your disasters.
Right.
Flooding, tornadoes, fire, all that. Yeah. What are you going to do if something happens to your home? Where are you going to go? Now, for me, I have a camper. So I can hook on the camper and just take off.
You're good to go.
I have a fifth wheel, but a lot of people don't have that.
Right.
They might be living in a tent or a hotel or something. Do you have cash set aside for that? Because if we have a disaster and we lose power, can you get into the ATM machine? No. That's why you need cash. And it's always been put out to me, because I've been in emergency management for 35 years. Or more, always have at least $1,500.
Okay.
With times now, I would say $2,500 to $3,000.
Right.
Set aside somewhere and get it out before hurricane season or whatever starts, and put it somewhere at your house. And if you're leaving,
take it with
you because you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna be able to take cards.
Right.
And nobody takes checks hardly anymore.
Right.
So.
All right, so we got a plan. Everybody needs to be in it. Now, your kit. To me, the kit would be a place to put the money.
You can.
Because aren't there to-go bags in it?
They are a go bag.
Okay.
But you want to make sure you know where that go bag is.
That's true. Yeah. Get the kids donated to Goodwill or something.
Yeah. And designate a spot for that. Each person in the house should have a go bag, and you got a go bag for your clothes. Your toiletries and things like that need to be in there. You only need it for 3 days, 5 at the max, unless it's real bad, and then you can get stuff later. But food, that's why I use totes.
Right.
I can put my foods and things in there, and you want stuff that you can readily eat, that you don't have to use heat for.
I was saying everything's that you can get all kind of little packets now of like
Oh, yeah.
tuna and
Yep.
all kind of stuff.
You can get the chicken Underwood spread, potted meat,
Yeah.
Vienna sausages,
And the thing is
tuna fish.
I say it doesn't have to be expensive because the dollar store sells a lot of that.
Yep, they sure do.
And so
They got all kinds of stuff that you can mix with your tuna fish. You got,
right,
just put it in there, mix it up in a bowl, eat it, and
you're good to go.
yeah, because one can will feed 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
You don't eat eggs in it.
No.
I mean, I eat it with tuna fish with eggs, but
Yeah.
if you don't have them, you don't have them.
Exactly.
But,
All right. So we got a plan. We got a go kit.
Okay.
All right. And a medication is one thing too you need to put in the go kit.
Make sure that you take your medications with you. I mean, if you use them daily, make sure that you got a little bag that you can throw those in because
Very
you
quickly.
need them. If you're a diabetic, make sure you have a ice pack for them, for your shots or something if you have insulin.
Right.
Make sure that if other people in the house have medication, that you take that with you too. For me, I have a CPAP machine for sleep apnea. Well, I have a little small portable generator
Right.
that's electric. So I keep it charged at all times and it'll last for about 8 hours. And if I need to, I can plug it back into the truck and plug it, charge it back up.
Right.
Because I'm going to have my truck with me. Make sure your fuel tanks are full.
Right.
And if you can, extra gas cans, or if you got a diesel, extra diesel cans.
Because they usually tell you in enough time you can pretty much.
Yeah, you can prepare for all this stuff. And that's why I wanted to come out today, is I just want to make sure that everybody is already thinking about this stuff and getting prepared. Fuel is like different food.
Yeah.
It only is good for a certain amount of time before it start, the gasoline will start getting water in it,
Right.
from sweating and stuff, being out in the sun and stuff. But if you need to use it and then just refill it back up.
So yeah, exactly. The whole thing is cycle it through. One more thing I was going to ask about the medication or say is, like, if you have people live in the house, you need to know also how their dosages go.
Yep. Because
like my mom and dad take medication. And so, that's the whole thing. I need to know, gee, dad needs to take this many pills because too, if there's chaos, everybody gets kind of out of sorts. And so it's one of those
and
things.
what time?
At what time? That's right.
If somebody's, for me, I have to take my insulin 3 times a day and then once at bedtime.
Right.
So I've got 4 shots I got to take. So
Right. You gotta know.
somebody needs to make sure I'm taking that.
Right. Because, everything gets kind of chaotic
Yeah.
at that time. Okay. So we've got our plan, we've got our kits. And now the next thing you said was practice.
Practice your plan.
Okay.
Getting out of the house. Say we're having a fire drill. Just do a fire drill at home.
Okay.
Where's everybody going to meet in the front yard or the backyard or the side or whatever? Where are you going to meet? Across the street at the neighbor's house.
Okay.
If nothing else, get the neighbor involved.
Right.
Okay. If it's flooding and y'all separated, where are you going to try to meet up at?
Right.
If you can't get to each other, where are they supposed to go and where are you going to go until you can meet back up?
Right.
Cell phones are great.
If the tower works.
If the tower works.
Exactly.
Okay? You can always text or get a hold of 911 even though there's no tower.
Right.
Okay. So actually making that call sometimes doesn't work. And if you're in a dead zone, it's really not going to work.
Yeah.
But once you get back into an area, it'll go through.
I was going to say, and I wonder too, talking about getting separated and stuff, these days you can get the little cards that, you stick on a kid that says, hi, my name is John and, I'm a diabetic and my mom's name is and my dad's name is and I live at type thing. And I would think that would be good for sure for the kid to have in their go bag because like you said, everybody's going, something happens. John goes this way, the rest of the family goes this way. John's 5 and he's scared and crying. But if he has
Yeah, they also have the medic necklace or bracelet that, you put all that information on there too. I know my youngest grandson and granddaughters, they wear bracelets that's got their names and stuff on them under the bottom.
Right.
So if they get lost, hey, call this person.
Right.
Of course, they have cell phones too, but
well, sure, but that's a really good idea. I didn't even think about that. And two, you say, okay, well, they could tell you, but what if they get hit in the head? You find this kid laying there, and you can't ask them who they are, but you can flip the bracelet over or check the bag, and there it is.
We've always told our grandkids and our kids that are older now, don't talk to strangers.
Right.
You know, that was something that was always
yes.
preached to them. And, you know, a lot of kids don't do that. You know, they will not talk to somebody they don't know.
That's true. You are right.
But I always told them, if you see a police officer or firefighter or EMS, you can talk to them.
Right.
They're there to help.
That's right, especially in an emergency situation. All right, okay, so we've got our kits, we've got our plans, we have practice. All right, so everything's happened now. We're all back together. How do we start recovery? What do we do?
Well, make sure the family's back together, everybody's safe, and then check your house. Make sure you have a place to go. If your house is good, go in and check it. Okay, walk around the house first.
Right.
You know, because if we had a tornado, always walk around that structure, because you don't want to go in the house and then all of a sudden the roof falls in on you.
Well, yeah.
Floods, look at the outside, see where the water level was. Because you open that front door, it might be a whole new picture for you, you know, because you had 4 feet of water in the house and now everything's ruined and now you got mold in there, which is not good for you.
Of course.
And you might have, you know, critters inside, snakes and all that other good stuff. So you need to check everything before you go in and once you get in. Once the house is safe, you can stay there. If you left and you turned off your gas, your electricity, and your water, always check that stuff. Have somebody come check your gas and your electricity. Water, you should be okay. You know, if you turn it back on, just check it first. Let it run for a while. If you could get test kits that you can test that water, make sure it's drinkable and everything. I always keep bottled water around.
Right.
And I always fill up extra bottles and keep them in the, you know, just set them in the bathtub if I leave. And that way, when I come home, I've got water.
Right.
But check everything. When you turn that water back on, make sure you don't have any cracks. You know, you got water running through the house now.
Heaven forbid.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is your gas and your electricity. Yeah. You don't want to get shocked. You don't want to cause a fire or anything. Have the power company and the gas company come out and check it. They can check your pilot light for you also. You know, once they turn the gas back on, say, hey, you know, especially if you're an older person, would you light my pilot light for me?
Right.
Sure, not a problem. I don't know of any gas company that won't relight a pilot light for you.
Yeah, especially around here. Everybody's nice.
And, I mean, we're all country folks around here. I mean, small cities and stuff. But the electricity is a big thing, too.
Now, I know that TDM, which is what you're part of, the Texas Department.
Texas Department of Emergency Management.
There you go. They have a thing that you're supposed to check in with, the recovery, like if you have damage and stuff.
Yeah, they have a website that you can go to and download that app to your phone. Okay. I have it on my phone. You just go in there and you take pictures of your damage and things like that and send it in. It's called ISTAT, ISAT. And then you have one that's called PSTAT, which is for the public officials, you know, where they can do the city hall, the courthouse, police station, fire station. That's for them. Okay. But the ISTAT, ISAT, is for the community, where they can put in their individual damage assessments. And I was
going to say, and what is the purpose of doing that?
It helps get numbers up. So if it's declared disaster, it helps the state get the funding put back in the funds to help people out to get back on their feet.
So it's that whole thing.
It's a very important program to download on your phone. We go out and we do ISTAT and PSTATs. It's my job.
Right.
TDM will call and say, hey, I need DAR specialists to go to this place and meet up with one of the TDM chiefs. They'll tell us an area to go to, and we'll split up in different groups, and we'll go out in twos, and we'll go out and do damage assessments, taking pictures, getting information from the individuals, and do everything. Now, if we pull up and they say, hey, we've already done ours, okay, good. We don't have to do that. We'll go to the next place.
But we want people to understand, this is not insurance. Your insurance is your thing. Yeah. This is simply state so that they can let, like, Red Cross and, you know, things like that know, hey, we've got X number of damage
Yep.
here.
And your insurance has to take care of things first before FEMA will step in.
Right.
Because that's TDM turns everything over to FEMA, and then FEMA does their thing.
Okay.
So I know there's a lot of people have a lot of problems with FEMA right now, but they're there because of
Right.
federal emergency management.
And we'll make sure, and in our end credits, we'll put that website, guys, so that you can go and download it, no problem. And the good thing is that you guys are available. I mean, if you call, you won't necessarily talk to you, but they'll be able to talk to somebody and say, "Hey, I don't quite understand this ISTAT thing. You know, can you kind of help me out with it?"
Well, you can put my number and email address on the bottom, and I don't mind talking to people. I'm in the ag office there in Belleville. Unless I'm deployed or out talking to my other
likes
4
talking.
counties. So
Yeah.
I have 5 counties I have to deal with, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm in the office most of the time.
Good deal.
Or I have a cell phone so you can get a hold of me.
Yeah. That's true.
So.
All right. Now, having talked about that, okay, so once again, this is the teacher in me going over it again. So, okay, we talked about hurricane season, how to prepare, our kits, our plans, our practice, or recovery. Now, if you say, "Oh, my mind is blown, I don't know what to do," you have a little piece of paper there.
Yes, ma'am. We are putting on a disaster preparedness presentation on June the 16th at noon at the Ag Building there at the Austin County Annex on Went Street. And I'll be presenting the disaster preparedness presentation. It's going to be about an hour long. There'll be light refreshments provided. But if you want something to drink other than bottled water, bring something with you. But I'll answer questions for you after the presentation. We're going to have a door prize. It's going to be a go kit that's got a few things in it already started. And our ag and natural resource agent, Stacy Villaria, it's her lunch and learn for the master gardeners. But I'll be the presenter. And the more people that show up, the happier we'll be.
Yeah, because everybody needs. And the thing is that if you can't go, send a friend who can bring back the information.
Oh yeah, and there will be a QR code at the bottom of the flyer, and just sign in or call the ag office and say that you want to be there, so we'll know how many people is going to show up.
And is it free?
It's free.
Okay.
So
everybody likes hearing that word, free.
Yep. And I will be handing out kit, how to build your kit paperwork. So you just check off the box as you build it. Some things on how to take care of your pets. It'll be a little pamphlet I'll hand out to everybody. But there is like I said, there's a door prize.
Oh, because we love our fur babies. We have to make sure those fur babies are safe. So, all right. Well, is there anything I missed, or did I quiz you well?
I think you quizzed me pretty good.
Okay, good.
I just want to come out and make sure everybody gets, we're getting there. We're getting real close. And right now we don't know how many we're going to have, and how many majors. And I mean, it was nice last year. We didn't have those big storms. And, but Mother Nature's getting pretty rowdy right now.
Yeah.
With fires in the Panhandle and floodings down here.
Yes. Like I said, Mother Nature, I mean, she's just like, these days it seems like she takes the dice and she rolls them and she's like, "Oh, ding, drought. Oh, no, we're going to have a lot of rain."
I don't think Father Time bought her flowers yet.
Is that what it is?
He needs to buy her some flowers, so she'll calm down a little bit. So, or a glass of wine.
There you go. All right. So we will link all the information in the bottom. We'll put a copy of the flyer, a link to the flyer, and guys, try to go out there. And if you have any questions, like I said, we'll put Stephen's information for you. And again, we thank you very much for coming. And
thank you.
You'll be back again. I have.
I will.
A very good feeling. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, so you can always stay informed. And until next time, keep smiling.